Yeah, we have nothing else to talk about. We just went through everything. We just went through everything.
How's your grandma doing?
My grandma?
Whenever we get in a room together, it's just
we're planning her funeral.
Destroying your grandmother.
Yeah.
People I read on the forums, they were just like, what was that?
Really?
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
them. Well, what we did with my grandmother the other week is, since it's freezing temperatures in Chicago, we wanted to see how long she could last outside. Mm-hmm. My grandma's like 86, the oldest looking thing you've ever seen. Like, you look at her and
I've
you think
seen pictures.
She's 100.
She's haggard as hell.
And I don't care about grandmas. I mean, they're such a fucking waste. They're such a blow, you know? And we locked my grandma out of her house in the winter. Mm-hmm. In the cold.
Well, she can't knock.
And she was just wearing her stupid
She can't lift her
nightgown.
elbow over her.
My grandma just wears these shit nightgowns around the house. Mm-hmm. It's like, put on some fucking clothes. Have some respect for yourself.
She can't dress herself.
No. When she puts on jeans, it looks ridiculous.
She's rigged to pulleys and stuff. She has a whole team of marionette puppet masters.
So we pushed her down into the snow and ice, and she was crying and crying, and we just left her there. We said, you gotta be able to...
We peed on her, too.
You gotta be able to get up and get in the house.
Yeah.
And she just sat there freezing.
I want to put, a group of old ladies, 12 old ladies through boot camp, and spray them with mace. Can you imagine spraying an old woman with mace?
Imagine pushing an old woman, just pushing her in the chest. What would they do?
They would die. I really feel like they're so frail and weak.
I want to see that so bad. I just want to see someone fuck with an old lady. Push her down the flight of steps or something.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to see one bungee jump.
Yeah.
I feel like their limbs would just come off.
If they bungee jump?
Yeah, they'd drop down and then the limbs would just stay down on the ground.
I want to hold my grandma by her ankles out of a plane door. Out of a plane.
Yeah. Yeah.
And be screaming at her. She doesn't deserve it at all, by the way. If you're listening and you're like, what did his grandma do? Why did she deserve this?
She was just loving.
No, she doesn't.
She's loving and caring throughout your entire life.
No, not really. No? But, I mean, she's a piece of shit.
Really?
But she doesn't deserve to be hung upside down by her ankles out of a moving plane. Which would be more frightening for me, by the way.
Can grandma survive if you yank on their arm skin and their whole arm skin comes off like a glove?
I feel like my grandma's skin could just come right off like fried chicken skin.
And they have it's just skin and then bones. There's no muscle or blood in between there.
They don't give muscle to grandma.
No, it deteriorates.
No, my grandma just sits on the couch all day though.
Yeah,
doing nothing.
That's why they have to go into boot camp. They have to climb a wall and stuff.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Can you even imagine them trying to do that? They don't have the muscle.
No, they have nothing.
They have nothing.
They don't even have common sense anymore.
No.
They're not funny.
Mm-mm.
They try to make a joke and everyone tries to be polite, but I want to go, shut up.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You're at a Christmas party with someone else's grandma. And she's like, well, there's so much snow, I don't even want to go outside because I'll be sledding. And you'll be like, oh, you think that's a funny joke? Do you? Really? You're really funny, Grandma. Shut up. Sit there and shut up.
And then you splash hot coffee into their eyes.
Don't talk unless you're going to be funny, okay? Stop wasting our time with your dumb grandma jokes. Oh, it's so snowy. We're going to be sledding when we go out. Are we? Are we going to be sledding, or are you going to be grasping onto my arm while I take you into the car while you're barely walking on the ice? Shut up, okay? You're useless.
I hate those commercials for the Rascals, too. Have you seen the Rascals?
Oh, yeah. I took the governor off my grandma's. She went flying.
Yeah, you cut the brake line?
Yeah, that's another thing. You'll go to Walmart, and some old lady will be scooting around in one of those... scooters. It's if you can't walk, don't come outside.
Yeah.
Die off in your home. What are you doing?
In that commercial, it shows you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
And then it shows them at the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
I'd love to just shove them off.
I know. You know what I'm going to do next time somebody's on a scooter?
Send them seaward.
I'm going to grab the back of it, and all of a sudden she'll be trying to throttle.
Yeah.
And it won't go anywhere because I'll be holding onto the back, with my feet anchored. And then she'll all of a sudden turn around and see me, and then I'll just start pushing it into a wall of stuff until it knocks into it and she dies.
A wall of scaffolding.
Yeah.
And then buckets of paint fall on her.
You're old.
Everyone laughs. That'd be a good video.
Imagine covering some old grandma in a bucket of paint. and letting it harden.
Like a black grandma? In
No.
white paint? No, I don't.
Never
imagined doing
When I
that?
think of grandmas, I think of white old grandmas.
I know, but think about the black grannies. They always have a tood.
Black grandmas are fine though. They're never wasting your time.
That's true. They always have some like words of wisdom.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They're like, child.
And they're constantly smoking weed.
Yeah, and like if you get in a fight with your wife around your black grandma, she'll just pull you aside and go, child, there are many different things that people go through. But it's what you do in the end that counts. And that's all she'll say.
Yeah, and you'll
be
kind of
like,
nod.
Yeah. But if they said that to me, I'd go, oh, yeah? Why don't you make some sense, okay, you spooky one?
What did you say?
Sorry.
Was that like... Did you mean that?
No, I didn't mean that. I feel like all old black grandmas live beyond the woods.
What color hair do they have?
Salt and pepper.